As a result, he expects a very different show against Borussia Dortmund tonight than recent low-key Wembley performances in which Spurs have had to scrape through narrowly to stay in the title race. The match will be the 16th since their last Champions League fixture, the thrilling 1-1 draw in the Nou Camp that saw Spurs reach the knockout stages of the competition against the odds. By contrast, tonight's opponents Dortmund have played just 8 times in the same period. But Pochettino believes that the prospect of that magical theme tune, having the top tier of the stadium in use and one of Europe's biggest teams to go against has breathed new energy into his players' minds as much as their legs. The key now is you need to find your energy and your own motivation, and of course, that extra charge is there, he said. We're going to arrive in a very good condition. The schedule was a little bit unfair, but there is no excuse not to arrive tomorrow in our best condition and fight to try to win. You can feel in the eyes of the players the energy. We were talking in the meeting before, and it's completely different. If you ask me why, I don't know, because I'm a person whose own motivation is always high when we play against Dortmund or Barcelona or we play against different teams in different competitions. But of course you can feel that it's the Champions League, that it's going to be a massive game with, I hope, a full stadium at Wembley and the energy and motivation is going to be there. If we were not ready to compete and play in this type of place and situation, you can start to think that we have some problem. Tottenham will have to do so, though, without Danny Rose, who gashed his shin in a challenge against Leicester on Sunday, and at most, will be restricted to a place on the bench if he passes a late fitness test. Ben Davies' ongoing groin problem means Jan Vertonghen will likely be moved to a wider position to try to thwart Dortmund's young England international Jadon Sancho. Of course, Kane and Dele Alli also remain on the sidelines, but Pochettino suggested that the pair could be back for the return in Dortmund on March 5th. If we are going to be there competing for the Champions League and the Premier League, then we need them all fit, of course, said Pochettino. I hope, yes, everyone can be fit in the next few weeks. Bottom line is that Pochettino is not just in the latter stages of the Champions League to make up the numbers and help the development of the team. He genuinely believes Tottenham can win it. I believe I can win everything we play in, he said. We know very well that the competition is going to be tough. We are going to face a team that is top of the table in the Bundesliga, is doing well, and is a really competitive team. But with all respect to our opponent, I am a person who always believes we can beat any team. It is a belief Pochettino seems to transmit to his players. Vertonghen joined Tottenham in 2012 when they were a team who struggled to get out of the group stages of the Europa League. But after thrilling victories against Real Madrid, Inter, and 2 group game wins against Dortmund in last season's competitions, on their day the Belgium international fancies his side's chance against anybody despite crashing out to Juventus at this stage 12 months ago. We can beat anyone, he insisted. We have shown that last year. Over 2 games we were the better team against Real Madrid, who were the eventual winners of the trophy. That is why it was a shame we could not do better last year, because we felt we should have done better. That is why everyone has the feeling we can do it this year,